Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Deponia Doomsday. So last recording we went a little long. Turned out that Ronnie, the computer core from Elysium, was the one who had created the fewlocks after I showed him how to, and he had decided to release them every day in the time loop to kinda entertain the Elysium people. He's like crazy because I shorted him out, the computer core is. So we might, or at least it felt like we might be close to the end. I'm not sure if we really are or not. We went through a puzzle that let us jump through a portal. We're mostly just jumping through portals like crazy at this point. I don't know how far this is going to go. Uh-oh. We have water that is sending us everywhere.
That was so cool! Could we do it again?
How? The fewlocks are blocking the way to the shore.
You've got a plan?
Coming right up.
So maybe this is how we turn the desert in the past into an oasis, and that was, I guess, a slightly convenient way for us to leave those areas that were really small and just designed to be used for one puzzle. It'd be funny if it turns out the portal that originally had all the water spewing out was this portal in a future point, so that the water is in an infinite time loop. Let's look at Goal.
It's almost like before, and strictly speaking, it is before.
See if we talk to Goal
Can you
first.
keep going?
Of course.
Like, Goal is on board for an adventure again. She's no longer mad at me.
There's a potential portal at the bottom of the lake.
Can you open it?
Probably not from here.
And just shoot us and see.
I'm gonna try something. Back in a minute.
Rufus? Rufus! Rufus! Whoa!
Ouch! Ouch! Always ouch!
And so now we are
Goal.
at the end of the world. Or
I
this
didn't want
interim
you to
time.
see this.
It's all right. I'll cope.
No one should see their own corpse.
That's not me, Rufus. That's Rita.
What? But
Hmm.
you're right. Man, this is confusing. Last time it was you who lay here, just like that.
I can't blame him. After all, I wasn't here.
But we can change that.
Hmm.
I know a
Running
way
water
back.
sound
So that I
effect
can
in the
lie there
background.
instead? This is all so depressing.
Alright, so now that we have two people, maybe we can open the door. Let's just see if there's another
Tch.
portal.
Nothing new to see. Huh, that's new too. Apparently we're even further into the future, or whatever this place is called.
We've got a crowbar.
Finally, something useful. Maybe it's not too late to become a time bandit after all.
Grab this. I don't think there's anything else to do. So, thematically, this is now Goal is seeing how she left Rocco in the same way that Rufus left Goal because of the time manipulation stuff.
I think she's doing really well with all this. When all's said and done, the real goal is definitely there.
Let's go and talk to her. We want to get as much conversation as we can,
Well, at least
particularly
we
with
solved
Goal.
the fewlock problem, right?
Yeah, well done. We've washed them all down to Paradox City.
Don't worry, I'll get us out of here.
Hurry then. This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
So let's look at the crowbar
Finally, something useful. Maybe it's not.
and just use the crowbar on the garage door.
And off. Done. And now?
And so now we have a potential portal, which will just open again. There is an achievement for going through all the portals,
That too. The water
which I'm
washed
pretty
the
sure.
tachyon broth off the hands.
Oh man. Okay, well that's not a big deal. Then we just do this.
Whether that still works. Uh-huh.
So we can come over here. We had already found this solution. They kind of made it easy on us because that solution is available in a previous section. So if the fewlocks make it to this point, they also kind of need to make it further into the passive paradox city. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense that they would be in Paradox City.
The water washed the tachyon broth off the hands. Time to recharge them.
So now we have tachyon crossbows. These puzzles feel too simple compared to the puzzles we've been doing up until this point. It feels like this last part was just like half finished.
Goodness.
Or maybe even
This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
they were realizing
The most
themselves that
important thing is that we
this game
stayed
has
alive.
gone way too long. Honestly, I think you could have split this game into 2 points or taken half the puzzles out and just told the story you wanted to tell, and then a year later make another
What are we
Deponia
waiting
game.
for?
Nothing. Let's get out of here.
Ladies first.
And now we're in the waste of time.
So many colorful plants.
A lot of things in the foreground.
Those are flowers. We don't even have this many on Elysium.
Well, let's be honest. It's not totally ugly.
And we have you two to thank for it.
That was us?
You ended the war and showed us the way to the promised land.
And now? Is there a party or something? Where are your comrades?
They have already left.
Into the past?
The source of everything is good, right? Exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So this would be a fine place to end the game, particularly if you were gonna follow my suggestion of just making this a shorter experience and then make a new game, whether it's a Deponia series game or just a point-and-click adventure of a different new IP. You could have taken half the puzzles out of this.
It's almost like before. And strictly speaking, it is before.
Like if they just decided to stay here and live out their lives, that would be cool. But is there a way to do that and still not have Elysium destroyed in the end? I don't think there is. We keep running into this paradox where there's a lot of places where you could have settled down and just lived your life if it weren't for the fact that that would cause terrible things to happen in the future. See, even this clock is not moving.
Can you keep going?
Of course.
He looks happy. Yeah. Do a good deed every day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And yeah, they're not going to do a lot of conversation here. Let's do this.
Aha! I see potential.
So, are we doing this again?
No, that's too far away. Besides, I don't want to accidentally break another ceasefire. Last time it messed up my whole vacation.
There's also a potential portal up here, which we might as well shoot.
Here we go. Ha! Right on target. What can I say? About time that something finally went right around here again. I definitely see some potential here.
But I'd have to be in the water. So I'm opening a lot of these portals, I think, for no reason. So through the portal we go. Kind of just going in time loops to previous versions. And so now we are in the city further in the past.
It's almost like before, and strictly.
Seems like we're
keep
gonna
going?
get the same
Of course.
response each time. See if there's any potential new portals.
Tja, nothing new to see.
So then we're going back to Elysium in the past. Seems like that's how this is gonna work. And over here,
Can you keep going?
Of course.
yeah, there's nothing here. So we're taking this portal, which I don't know really where this goes. It's now a ladder to this portal. Ooh, I forgot to look for new portals, but I guess it doesn't matter. And so now we're even further in the past.
Aha! I see potential.
So we could go back in a couple
Hey,
different
Rufus.
places. Like this doesn't even look like
I think I
Deponia.
should apologize. Admittedly, you are a walking catastrophe, but somehow you make things work out in the end. You make things better. I had given up hope, but when I look around now,
Don't be getting all maudlin on me now. Come! The future awaits!
So this is probably
Well,
the wrong
here we go.
portal,
Ha! Right on
or the
target.
right portal.
What can I say? About time that something finally went right around here again.
Let's go ahead and go through this portal. Or is there a way to go to this portal? Yeah, there actually isn't a way to even go to this portal. Interesting. So this is the only option. I guess this clock never moves forward. But look at this area, just with the exception of the clocks, and there's barely any of this. This feels like it's either on Deponia so far in the past that there wasn't the over production of trash, or this is like a completely different world. And I guess it couldn't be a completely different world, although that would be a decent thought to do instead of having it always take place on Deponia. That'd be a great way to reboot the series and still have Goal and Rufus.
You there! What are you doing there?
We are the Native Legion. We have come to claim the Holy Land of our fathers.
You certainly got a claim to being bonkers. We have lived here forever, and we don't have room for any little daddy's boys.
What are you gonna do about it, old
This is a
timer?
line of dialogue we really
Old-timer?
didn't need.
What impertinence! This means war!
So they're at war with with themselves.
Here we go again.
Go, Rufus!
What are you still doing here?
Rita and Rocco! Look, Goal! It's Rita and Rocco!
Hundreds of fewlocks have been flushed into interim time.
We're evacuating the city.
what about Old Goal and Angus?
They refuse to leave. They're still on the farm.
Then we have to get them.
Well then, good luck.
Yep, you too.
Angus, is that McChronicle?
Rita's belly.
Come on, it's not safe here.
So Rita's now pregnant with McChronicle.
You're right. Let's move.
Alright. Oh, and that's just a straight up cutscene.
Fewlock, alarm! Get to safety! Phew.
I didn't think fewlocks were going to play that
That
big
was
of a role in this
close.
game.
What now?
We're trapped here.
Yeah, looks like it. That means...
Okay, so this is an interesting thing. We can look at the table, clear that off, put down blueprints. We can click on this roll, so she's barricading the door and collecting items. And he can hit the light switch, which then lets the workbench be worked on. This is like an A-team montage. Let's see, we've got a lot of things. We've got a tire, a locker, grab the wrench. This is an interesting idea. Just take all these tools, and with the hint system, it doesn't really matter. So everybody's working together. Who is the pink elephant, though? Like, that's really what this all comes down to, is where did all this pink elephant stuff come from? Why is she filing the pipe again? Oh, I have to do multiple things on this one up here. Old goal. And so she's now... So you have to find the right order to make a bazooka gun. So that's old goal. She's got a weapon, she's got a weapon. That just leaves the time pod being repaired. I would have thought, since what we've done here is looked for potential portals and shot them so many times in a row, that solution has been used, it feels like, at least 30 times in a row. That would have been the solution yet again, but I'm glad for something new, I suppose. So we've got an engine, we've got young Goal holding the thing. I wonder, like, this is like a puzzle that probably was supposed to be way longer in like the final puzzle for the final chapter, and somehow it's just been done in a montage way where they don't really have to animate things or have lines of dialogue. Like, we're spending probably 5 to 10 minutes here just clicking on items with the background music playing and having people go back and forth. See, she moved and he moved, and we'll have him drink. And see, if this was like a cutscene, have him eating chips. So he's layering the armor plating because he's eating food. And now she can weld the armor plating together. And he can take the hammer. And young Goal is now just sitting, and I think we're done at this point. Are we done? Just sitting, letting the music play.
To the right! We have to go right!
Don't yell at me! I can't see a thing down here!
That's why I'm telling you!
Yeah,
right,
it felt like they
right,
ran out of budget,
right.
so they had a puzzle in between two cutscenes.
Stop! It has to be here!
Get a move on or they'll shred us to bits!
Don't rush me!
Alright. So all we've got is the 4D glasses.
Aha! I see potential!
And apparently this will shoot tachyon bolts.
Done! Come on! Booster rockets!
Hold tight!
Puff! What do you mean, puff?
Not my fault. They're tearing us apart here.
What's wrong? Get up here!
I can't. My leg's trapped.
Go without us. I'll stay with him. I'd only be a dead weight.
No! Either we all go, or none of us! I always wanted to say that.
Come on, Rufus. That out there is no longer our time. Someone has to save the world all over again, and I would be very disappointed if it wasn't you two. Now, go.
Yeah, okay.
But why not take her brain
But
cartridge?
Now would be a great time for one of your ridiculous plans.
Right, we've got a tank part.
How ridiculous are we talking? Taking it to the max?
Looking at our current situation, sheer stupidity bordering on ludicrous.
Only bordering? Sorry, too late for that now. Jump!
And they're just jumping. Barely playing the game at this point.
Where are we?
In the junk caves beneath Kuvak. This is where the elephant was hiding.
Elephant. Have you mentioned that before?
Now, I'll tell you later. First, we have to find out who keeps cranking the chrono car.
And stop them, right?
Right. But be careful. We don't know in what time we've landed here.
Don't look at me.
It's been a long time since we've been in this section, so I can't really still be frustrated at this first section, but
Now it really is the way it used to be.
it feels like we could have probably come back to the section in the middle of the game, and it definitely feels like they've run out of budget and they're just accelerating us at a Mach 5 speed towards the end.
Come on, we don't have any time to lose.
Then please, no opera.
What's an opera?
Oh, I'll explain later.
So let's go this way. And there's the time machine.
Okay, now we know the point in time.
Do we?
So do we want to go out or do we want to go all the way around? Just for the fun of it. We've arrived just after, and she's standing right in front of the crank. After we left the first time. And we're getting that standard point and click adventure experience now where Goal is actually following us, which I guess for this last part is not really a problem. It's kind of weird she's in a wedding dress.
And now, full speed ahead!
And here we have the crowd.
They're distracted. Good thing.
With everybody mad at me, so we'll just walk this way. I don't think we need to talk to Goal again.
Foofnecks, that was demeaning. And now he's gone and stolen our Umuks as well.
We are stuck here.
No problem. I've got a plan. Can you see that thing there? I think it's some kind of Nix box.
And they use this sort of foofnu here, do they?
They won't get far if I activate it. Sooner or later, they will be forced to come back here.
Are you sure? Who knows how often we have done this already?
Not often enough, obviously. Otherwise, they would have brought our Umuks back long ago.
Sounds logical. But how do we...
I think Umox is a
I think we just
Ferengi
need to turn
term.
that crank.
from Star
No,
Trek.
stop! Completely wrong!
Rufus, don't!
That's him! That's him!
These guys
Have you brought our Umuks
seem
back?
crazy.
The time pod? Not directly.
Then I'm just going to have to crank again.
Aha! So it was you all the time.
You have to stop. You don't know the chaos you're causing.
Who are you anyway?
We come from the future. We are from Utox. In your language, Utopia.
Utopia?
As in, the utopia that the Elysians wanted to reach by blowing up Deponia?
That plan was doomed to failure.
Because we're gonna stop it.
Yes, you will. But your people will manage to reach us one day.
It has
Interesting.
been preordained.
At least it used to be. We just wanted to sniff a bit of historical air. Just observing, not interfering. But when we returned to our time, there was no Utox anymore. The spaceship that you call Elysium had launched and had crashed into our planet, killing everybody. That's why we returned, to fix the cause.
We wanted to re-establish the original time.
So they're trying to establish a
But then you stole
timeline
our Umux,
that happened
compromising the
before
whole space-time continuum.
any of these
Everything must
games,
remain
any of the Deponia
just
games
how it
happened.
once happened.
It is obvious that this timeline here is already too damaged. We have to use your Nixbox so you can return our Umux to us.
No, no, no. You can't just put everything back the way it was at the start now. You have no idea what it took to even get this far.
Even if it takes a Zizzy Arden goes, you're bound to manage it sometime. Keep back. I am going to activate the Nixbox now.
Okay, I give up. But, let me do that. You'll just break it.
Very well. But just you dare to take us for a ride on your tusks. Then your girlfriend will be reduced to Moxo Poxo.
Moxo Poxo.
Anything but that.
Okay. We have no items in our inventory. We have Nilbot. We have Goal. We have Strengthening Link. We have the Utopians. And we have the Junction.
I have to be careful. One mistake and the Utopians will make Moxo Poxo out of her.
Do you actually know what you're doing?
Oh, please. By now, you should really know me well enough.
So you don't, do you?
Not in the slightest.
Well then, chaka.
So let's take the
McChronicle
Strengthening
built
Link.
that in to extend the time reset. Oh, I think my Rufus sense is starting to tingle.
We'll take this.
What are you up to?
Don't panic. I know what I'm doing.
And then we need to go over to Nilbot and get a part from him, I bet. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to exhaust every single possible
Piece
option
of
and
crap.
combination.
Huh? What's this? A secret compartment for spare parts? That's impossible.
Which means I could have done that at any point.
If only I had known that earlier.
So throttle limiter. And it doesn't seem like there's anything else we can get. So let's look at the Utopians and talk to them.
Utopians! Holy shamoly.
See if we can have a conversation before we finish the game.
Why is this taking so long?
Does the term stalling mean anything to you?
Of course. I grew up bongo-lingual.
Uh-huh. And was it a happy childhood?
Work. Now!
Kind of ridiculous they do a pink elephant outfit if they're elephants anyways. So a throttle limiter in the socket.
Hopefully it will have the desired effect.
What is the desired effect? That it only rewinds a few seconds instead of an entire day? Or what? I don't think we can walk to the junction. I don't think we're gonna get a hard game over either though.
Wait. Where do you think you're going?
Just wanted to stretch my legs. The best ideas come during cozy evening walks.
You are staying here.
Then don't expect any intellectual genius.
Yeah, I think we're done. Let's turn the crank and see if that works.
So, done.
At last.
Now everything will remain.
The way it happened before. Exactly. Watch out.
Where are we?
No time to explain. We have to hurry.
Okay. So what are we doing now? Are we trying to open the time pod?
We can still catch it.
Catch? What? Catch what? Catch why?
Come on!
Yeah, how much did she just forget?
And now, full speed ahead! Ah! Oops, guess that was reverse.
Please be careful. My motion sickness is...
Yeah, relax while you hold on tight!
So did that knock them off, and now we're in this scene that we saw for just a second at the beginning of the game?
Great. What now?
I think we've bought ourselves a little time. Now, if no more major accidents happen, then...
Rufus! Rufus, say something!
Holy Hugo! Rufus, everything okay?
If he remembered everything, why was he still
It's McChronicle.
driving his car?
Gone? And what are you doing here in the middle of the road? You were going to set the elephant trap up.
Yeah, but then everything turned out differently. We stole the Utopian's time pod and accidentally wiped out the future of the universe.
Wait a minute. What? No future?
Well, except maybe for the one where everyone is dead and Deponia is overrun by fewlocks. No idea how that happened.
Oh no! I am a monster! Why didn't I listen to my father and study something sensible?
Let's see. I guess we'll go through all of this, and we may go a little long.
Well, I'm stumped.
Might have been better.
For all of us.
You are so right. You are so right. Forgive me, Father! I'm coming home!
Maybe we were a little hard on him.
Huh. I'm with you on that.
I'm gonna miss him.
So we have the chrono car, we have the crank, and we have goal.
It wouldn't hurt her to smile. We finally did it, presumably.
And we have no items in our inventory. Let's talk to her.
We did it. McChronicle will never arrive in Kuvak. The future has been restored.
Let's hope you're right.
No idea. It's not easy to keep track. But what could possibly go wrong now?
Let's not think about that.
It can just stay right there, in the ditch of history.
And so, either I can crank and go back in time, or we can just walk towards Kuvak and see what happens.
There you are. You don't need to worry anymore. It's all taken care of.
Oh, who are you?
Fufnix, he's seen us!
Don't panic. We're time travelers too. I stole your time pod and accidentally wiped out the future.
I beg your pardon?
Then you created a time loop to lure me back here. But now it's all taken care of.
You just have to be careful when you enter interim time. It's swarming with fewlocks.
Whereby they can't regroup once the future is reopened.
Obviously true. Perhaps you are right and we've managed it this time.
It's a big load of schnufflefo to me. What are fewlocks anyway?
Long story.
We'd be happy to tell you the whole thing on the way. And it would be so kind of you to drop us off somewhere, so we can't interfere with anything.
Just be too stupid if we were to accidentally trigger another Armageddon.
Uh-huh. Very well.
And are you sure that everything has been returned back to normal?
I almost feel like we're gonna get a different ending depending on what we just last said.
Hey you! Stop making so much noise! I worked all day on my balloon and... What the junk is going on here?
Okay, no one move a muscle.
This is an outrage! I want to know what is going on here immediately. And I want to know what you plan to do with us.
Well, fair enough. Luckily, we had a Shinshuma-clux with us, which enabled us to fernungle your Shinshumas.
What? Nobody fernungles my Shinshumas.
It's not what you think.
Is this about eradicating memories?
Okay, it is what you think.
It's not what I thought. What about you? Well, I was thinking about an ocelot. Ocelots are really funny. Yeah.
Quiet! If one of you two is not happy with this idea, then so much the better, because only one of you can be Fernungled anyway.
He will then have the honor of rescuing Deponia together with Goal.
I choose Rufus.
Great!
Not you. We're talking about the other Goal, who is still on Elysium at this point in time.
What? But what's going to happen to me?
You are going to be busaked, just like the spare Rufus.
Will you please stop with your miserable you-talks, schmoo-talks?
I think the correct expression in your language is iced.
What?
Just wait a minute.
A lot of dialogue here.
You don't belong in this time.
The risk that you'll get involved again is just too great.
So, you have a choice. One of you is going to have their memories wiped, and will need to do everything again.
Oh no. Everything? All over again? Not me.
The other one and Goal will be iced.
That doesn't sound very tempting either. Not high on my list either.
Just decide amongst you, whilst Kugo looks for a suitable fuse.
So, we may end up in the next recording just spending like 5 minutes to wrap this up. It's kind of hard to tell, really. Like, it might also be 2 more chapters. If it is, that would be amazingly long of a game. Like, I cannot see how there's more than 5 minutes of gameplay in this. And I don't really think we get multiple endings in a point-and-click adventure. That would be very strange. That's going to be it for this recording, though. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.